Happy New Year! Hello, brains. Let's play a game. Hello, brains. So, hello, brains. Hello, brains. Hello, brains. Hello, brains. Hello, brains. Hello, brains. It never gets old. Over 10,000 brains subscribed. We have come so far. Whether you've been with me from the beginning, pushed me over 10,000, or somewhere in between, I am so grateful that you guys watch and subscribe and encourage me to keep making these videos and help me stick to something for probably like the first time ever. In honor of the fact that I now have more subscribers than I do minutes in a week, I wanted to answer as many of your questions as possible. The faster I start, the more I can answer. So let's get to it. Do I have ADHD? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm a YouTube video. Probably don't let YouTube videos diagnose you with, I don't know, anything. Do you have ADHD? I do. How do I stop moving? Don't. We need to move. Our brains work better when we do. The key is to learn to do it without distracting other people. Ha! Are you medicated for ADHD? Yeah, I'm currently on Vyvanse and it's working really well. What's your name? This is about 6 months late, but hi, I'm Jessica. Nice to meet you. When were you diagnosed with ADHD? 8th grade. I was like 12, 13. Who's Edward? My secret weapon. He's my incredibly supportive boyfriend / producing partner. When I first started the channel, he helped me figure out the format and all the technical stuff. Now we work together to polish the episodes, and he is solely responsible for all the awesome graphics. Are you giving lectures about coping with ADHD? Not yet, but I would love to. If you run a school or a company or an event and you'd like to have me come speak, email me. Here. How do you feel about coming this far with this channel and having such a cool little community loving and supporting you? It's amazing, honestly. I think the coolest thing about my videos at this point is what's below them. The community you've helped me create on YouTube, of all places, is now this place where people with ADHD brains can come and connect and share their stories and give each other tips and advice and basically make us all feel like we don't have to do this alone. That's been the most exciting thing for me about doing this channel, is finding my tribe. Can ADD or ADHD be cured? No, but it's highly treatable. What are your future plans for this channel? My biggest wish is to be able to do this channel full time. It's getting harder and harder to go to work. All I want to do is read comments and research and make more videos. We're kind of looking into Patreon, but we're not sure yet. I don't know. What do you brains think? Patreon? Why are you so good at hosting this show? Do you have any related work experience as well? I'm an actress. I also come with the nifty qualifications of having ADHD myself and obsessively researching anything I'm interested in. Also a very talented producing partner. How long does it take to make a video / when do you decide it's done? It usually takes about a week, a few days to research, a couple to write, 1 to shoot, and then a couple more to edit. For those of you counting at home, that's 8 days. Why am I doing this to myself? I decide it's done when it's Tuesday. Am I the only one who constantly gets focused for like a minute and then, no. What's the worst thing you had to deal with relating to your ADHD? I struggle a lot with inattention and impulsivity, and that creates issues for sure. But I think the worst thing has been the self-esteem issues. There were a lot of times when I let people take me for granted or treat me badly because I didn't feel like I was a good enough partner or friend or employee to really say anything about it. How do you think of ideas for video? Research, stuff I'm struggling with, and topics you guys suggest. What are your favorite memes? I love memes. Send me memes. How can I stop getting myself into dangerous situations? I don't know. I burned myself with a curling iron again. But this video might help. If you could choose to be born without ADHD, would you do it? No. It comes with a lot of challenges, yeah, but those challenges can be overcome. And then I still get to have the creativity, playfulness, sense of humor, resilience, all the good things that come with it, or at least have developed as a coping mechanism. Are you in any fandoms? What do you do when you're already very calm, comfortable, and almost falling asleep in bed, but then realize you have to pee? How badly? What's the best way to deal with people who don't understand ADHD and are constantly telling us to calm down? Educate them. ADHD can be really hard to understand for people who don't have it, so help them. Do you know how to make any DIY fidget toys? Yes! Take an empty balloon, fill it with rice or oatmeal or whatever feels good to you, tie it in a knot, and voila! My mom doesn't believe ADHD is real and just says that I'm not working hard enough. There's a lot of skepticism about ADHD because of how recently the term was coined, but ADHD is real. It's actually one of the most well-researched mental disorders, and scientists were documenting the symptoms as far back as 1798. What do you do if your parents won't listen to you needing help on your ADHD? Instead of trying to convince them you have ADHD, try explaining to them what you're struggling with and focusing on that, and be gently persistent. Will this be in the video if I ask if it can be in the video? Not necessarily. Would you comment on self-diagnosing? Yeah. Don't do it. Thoughts on brains dating brains. Pros, they understand. Cons, you're probably gonna have to hire a housekeeper. How do I get the guts to ask for help in school? It's never fun to admit you need help, but neither is repeating the 10th grade. Oh, this is a lot of questions. Speed round, go! Favorite vegetable on pizza? Does pineapple count? 3 words to describe Edward? Smart, funny, and kind. Bunnies or ducks? Ducks. Wait, bunnies. Bunnies. Ducks. What month is your birthday? November. Writing or acting? Reacting. Who's Superbrain? A superfan turned moderator, aka Izza. She reads all the comments and keeps the channel family friendly, as well as answers questions and links to helpful videos from the channel. She's also an incredible source of support and enthusiasm. Those of you who she's interacted with know that we are really lucky to have her as a part of our community. How do you feel about getting your first 5-digit subscriber? Excited! Terrified. How did you become comfortable talking about your ADHD? By talking about it. Here's one for Edward. Is she hard to live with? Do you have a website? Not yet. What are your best ADHD jokes or puns? I don't have any, actually. Do you? Is that your real eye color? Yes. Did you ever have a bad experience with a doctor regarding ADHD? Yeah. We got into a fight once because he said he didn't believe ADHD existed. I told him I didn't believe he existed and found a new doctor. What did it feel like to go on ADHD medication? Really similar to what it felt like to get glasses for the first time. A little strong at first, but as I adjusted, it was like, I can focus. What inspired you to make this channel? I've always loved reading about ADHD and researching tools and strategies to help, but I would forget about them when I actually needed to use them. And I thought, what if I created an online toolbox so that I can go back and refer to them when I need them? And it was like, wow, okay, I'm not the only one who needed this. How did you first feel when you were diagnosed with ADHD? Curious and kind of excited. My favorite aunt had it too, so it was kind of like being invited into this cool club. Do you have any degrees? Nope, I just do crazy amounts of research. But you guys have inspired me, and I'm actually taking a course on ADHD and autism now. Do you have a day job? Yeah, I do. I wait tables, and it's amazing for ADHD. Everything is urgent, I move around a lot, I get to stay up late and wake up late, I don't have to worry about emails, and I don't take any work home with me. And this last one isn't technically a question, but it's a comment I've gotten so many times I thought I should address it. Your eyes are so distracting. I was hoping you wouldn't notice, but I guess it's time to do something about it. Better? That's it for this week. Some of your questions were too big for this video. They deserve a full video on their own, and there were so many great questions I wish I had time to answer that I had an idea. From now on, I'm going to start answering a question or two at the end of every video. So keep asking questions in the comments below on Facebook and Twitter, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it if I answer yours. Bye, Rains! What's that thing on your wall? The good old days. I'll let Rico Suave answer this one. It got that scar/crack defending its friend, the chair, from some knife-wielding bullies. Afterward, the wall fell into a deep depression, causing it to turn physically blue, because deep down, the wall believed the only good quality it had was his looks. The chair felt differently, however. The chair had always believed the wall was beautiful, through and through, inside and out. The scar didn't mar the wall's appearance, but enhanced its features. The chair began to fall deeply in love with the wall, and they formed a relationship. The wall still suffers from depression, but with the chair's help, the wall has begun to see its own beauty.